Yo, what's up guys? It's Salvajee from the Salvajee Cartel. So yeah, there's new information out from the Taken King. This actually came out yesterday really late at night. But yeah, it was pretty late and I didn't feel like making a video. So here I am making the video right now. So obviously this is from the Destiny, the game website.com. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video sort of to give more information on the Taken King. To be more specific of the places we can go, all of that stuff. So here it pretty much says, you know, that Oryx, it's the Taken King. He has an army called the Taken, and they're pretty much manipulated by a darkness that's super powerful. And yeah, we have to go to the ship, to the Dreadnought ship, to defeat Oryx and his dark army before they completely obliterate our solar system. But this is what got my attention. Destiny, the Taken King, the next great adventure in the first-person shooter Destiny universe, introduces a new story campaign and quest. So new story campaign, so there we go, we have a new story for sure, and quest, which probably means that we're gonna have like extra side quests, all that stuff. And this is the part that got me excited. New enemies to fight. This is amazing. I wanted to see some new enemies. I was getting tired of seeing the same enemies over and over again. New locations to explore, which means that we are going to new locations to fight enemies. And you know, obviously, you know, to fight the people that are there, all that stuff. And new strikes, which means that hopefully we'll be getting at least 4 new strikes. That will be pretty nice. And crucible maps, a new raid that will put players to the ultimate test, and more. To stand up to the challenge, players will have access to 3 new devastating guardian subclasses and massive arsenal of weapons, armor, and gear. So right there, it pretty much says that, you know, exotic gear is going to be coming, all of that good stuff. You know, we're going to be getting some new exotic weapons. Honestly, I just hope that the exotic weapons and the exotic gears are really good. I mean, Dark Below, the exotics weren't really that amazing, and you know, I don't know, Lord of Wolves really had some really unique stuff, really unique exotics, you know, like the Lord of Wolves and the Queenbreaker's bow. But honestly, I thought we were going to get more exotic weapons from the House of Wolves. But anyways, I'm not sad, I'm not depressed. I still enjoyed, I'm still enjoying House of Wolves. But yeah, let's keep on talking about the freaking Taken King expansion DLC. So let's talk about the campaign. So a massive hive dreadnought ship looms in the rings of Saturn. Oryx, the Taken King, has arrived in our solar system, bringing with him a corrupted army to exact his revenge on the Guardians who killed his son. Obviously, he wants to consume our world, and he was pretty much telling us that we have to arm ourselves with the new abilities, the weapons, and the gear to defeat the Taken forces and make our way abroad to the Dreadnought, which is the ship. The Dreadnought was actually the first thing that came out in the trailer, if you guys haven't noticed yet. And yeah, we have to fight with Oryx in the Inner Sanctum. So by this, I can pretty much assume that in the story we are going to be fighting with Oryx, but in the raid is when we're actually going to be killing him for sure. Honestly, guys, I know I've said this a billion times, but I cannot wait for this expansion. Just the feeling of the new raid, and just the feeling of saying, yo, you want to run the Oryx raid, like, just pumps me up for this expansion. Here in the powerful new abilities to battle, back the darkness and the Taken army, players will get brand new subclasses with new powers. Obviously, you know, the Hunter is going to get the Nightcrawler, Warlock is going to get the Stormcaller, and the Titan is going to get the Sunbreaker. And yeah, Warlocks with an Electric Storm, Hunters with a Gravitational Void Bow, and the Titans will get the Flaming Hammer for, you know, long range and close quarters impact. So, new activities and reward. Adventure through new strikes. This is amazing. New strikes with S, which means that we're going to get many strikes and powerful bosses, and by that, hopefully, you know, like I said, 3 new strikes, 3 new bosses. That would be pretty cool. But here is what everybody wants to hear, man. A new 6-player raid. Continue leveling in Destiny and fill your arsenal with brand new weapons and armor. Find and collect new powerful exotics. So I'm really pumped about this. Now, the reason why I'm really pumped about this is because we're probably not going to get 2 or 4 extra light levels. You know, we're going to get most likely like 10 new extra light levels. From the campaign, it says that we need to get new gear, and from, obviously, you know, as you guys know from the past, in the real, you know, in the year 1 Destiny, we had to play Vault of Glass to actually reach the max level. And yeah, Honestly, with the etheric light thingy that a House of Wolves brought, and pretty much the exotic leveling up system for the armor, honestly, I loved it completely. But it sort of wasn't really a challenge. Before you had to run the actual raid and then get lucky to get your content, your gear. And yeah, in House of Wolves we actually didn't have a chance to do that because of the etheric light system. But either way, I still like the etheric light system. Let's talk about Oryx now. Some scholars say that it was the vile children of Oryx that first crawled out from the ashes post collapse. His brood, whatever that is, grew quietly, but quickly enough, spawning armies of hive loyal to their king deep within the caverns and shadows of our world, which means that Oryx is probably on Saturn, or he has another son on another planet. Honestly, I'm hoping that we kill Oryx, and then after a while, after some time passes, we actually have to fight all 3 of his sons in one raid. That would be like completely amazing. Like Oryx has like new sons before he dies, so then we have to like fight them. That would be pretty cool. But anyways, Crota and his army would have infected the earth, but obviously, he failed, and now Oryx is armed with a power dark beyond anything you have yet to face, and he's coming to claim his revenge. So let's actually find out about the Taken army. I'm honestly super pumped about this new type of enemy. Really interesting, and yeah, I'm actually looking forward to fighting these guys. I want to see what types of elemental shields they're gonna have, if they're gonna have a new one, if there's gonna be a new elemental energy. Anyways, the Taken, Oryx wields the ability to control a twisted army of vile corruptions known as the Taken. These new enemies have been wholly consumed, possessed by the darkness, bodies and mind twisted into service of their king. Now they are bent on a singular purpose, our eradication. So obviously, these aren't really a new type of enemies. It's just old enemies, kind of modified to look kind of new. But the reason why they look like that is because they have been consumed by the total darkness that Oryx wields. Honestly, I'm not complaining, as long as it's not the same old thing, like the same boomer cannon that does the same thing. Hopefully we get some new kind of something new to kind of refresh how Destiny enemies look and all that stuff. So the Dreadnought, obviously this is the ship. The Dreadnought's massive, an impenetrable hull. Is feared to house a dark labyrinthy lair. So pathways to the ancient hive who have pledged their loyalty to Oryx and use their incurable shrines to empower and protect their king. You will be the first to venture within. You will be the first to face them. So let me just say something real quick. This is probably going to be a hive like Vault of Glass. It's going to be very lengthy. It's not going to be like Crota that you can get it done in like 10 minutes. This is probably going to have a freaking labyrinth and all that stuff. It's going to have an exotic chest. Maybe it's going to have like 3 bosses, and then we face Oryx. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to that. So let's come down here and let's actually check out these subclasses. The subclasses, of course, they look completely badass. Here we have the Hunter with the gravity bow. Of course, the Hunter called the Nightcrawler. That's what the subclass it's called. It says all hunters master the frontier, but none claim territory, quite like the Night Stalker. Shadow Shot Binding may seem more merciful than Gunner Blade until the feeding frenzy begins. Next thing, we have the Stormcaller Warlock, and honestly, guys, I am super pumped to use the Stormcaller Warlock in PvP as well as PvE. I mean, mainly, I think my main PvE guy, it's mainly going to be the Warlock now, mainly because of the massive amounts of damage that probably the electrical super it's going to be able to do. So Stormcallers directly manipulate arc energy, focusing body and mind to channel and chain their lightning. Their enemies are given a fair warning, flee from battle or face a storm. So obviously, if you guys saw in the trailer, the Warlock sort of charges up his super in a way, and then he pretty much just rains it down and passes it on to the enemies. So the Titan, the new subclass, the Sunbreaker, incendiary siege engines of war. Sunbreaker Titans hammer and shatter their enemies' ranks from afar, raining cleansing fire upon fortified defensive positions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is pretty much all of the information that we have gotten right now from the Taken King. At 5:45 Eastern Time, GameSpot will have Destiny developers with them, so make sure to check that out on E3. Either way, I will have a video on that in my YouTube channel, so make sure to click that subscribe button and make sure to click that like button as well. I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.